Welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod. It's been a couple of days since I last played. Unfortunately, the other series needed fixing, and that took my priority. So, sorry about that. We're back. What are we doing? Well, we're part of the Alchemist Guild, aren't we? Trying to eventually discover the rare elixir, which will make us immortal. Seeing how good this character is, that's definitely going to be my main focus. We've got Brilliant, we've got Shrewd, we've got Tall. All those great traits along with Patient. Maybe not Cruel. Why have we not got rid of Cruel yet? I'm not sure. We've got a son. What's he like? Fertile, and our other son here, who is... Child of a Concubine Hoare. Oh, I remember. Last time we went around collecting ladies, didn't we? Helena Lannister, Leonora Tyrell. I think we've also, in our prison, got a couple of characters here. Rhaella of the Trident and Hera Tully. Both of which we'd like to probably eventually take as our concubines. I don't want to lash a child. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? Either way, we want to keep one of those as a concubine as well, so that we've got all the great houses. Now, do those kids have claims? Seeing as they would be half Lannister, thanks for that hiccup, half Lannister and half whatever else, half Hoare, do they gain claims? Well, we won't know until we play as them, and ideally we don't want to play as the Child of a Concubine just because of the minor diplomacy down. Also, there are some events, I believe, related to being a Child of a Concubine. We want to change our hat as well, because our helmet, oh, a crown is the word I'm looking for. Our crown is pretty awful. It's the Tyrell crown. It looks pretty ugly. It doesn't really suit a fearsome Reaver of the Sea. And of course, we nicked some Valyrian steel last time as well. We've got Vigilance and Crab's Pincer. One of which is House Hightower, the other being House Celtigar, a proper Valyrian house. We've got our own Kagos Folly as well, so we can give one of those Valyrian steel swords to our heir just to help buff up their prestige. Let's go. Now, we also got some of Harrenhal, not all of it, because unfortunately the rest went under the Iron Throne. Can we actually go to war with the Iron Throne again, or were they the guys we declared war on last time? Oh. Right, because they're wildlings, we can actually go to war to restore the Night's Watch. Now, I don't know what that would do for wildlings in the realm. Let's just take a look here. Restore the Night's Watch. So that would just make, I believe, an independent Night's Watch return. It's a bit late for that, seeing as the wildlings have already taken the Iron Throne, so let's not worry about that at all. What we want to do, I think, is focus on reducing the size of some of these other High Lord Paramounts here. So King Abelar of the Rich, obviously very powerful, 49,000 men versus our 21,000. We have just come out of a war. Oh, we do have way more men than him. We've got about 72,000 there, so we could beat him. Although if he comes out good in Martial, he might just about be able to go toe-to-toe with us. What has he got? He's got a lot of stuff. Look at this. Is that Valyrian Blade? Something called Finger Eater? Sure. Either way, we probably want to undermine the Reach a little bit. Now, they do have this duchy here in the Riverlands called Blackwood. Can we go to war with the Reach? I had a feeling we went to war with them not too recently. We also don't have a valid Casus Belli, really. Even though we're Ironborn Reavers, we're still not allowed to just declare war as we see fit. Okay, fair enough. Let's not worry about that then. Well, in that case, why don't we start fabricating some claims? 20% chance yearly, roughly, so we can say that's 1 every 5 or 6 years. Well, 1 every 6 years on average, so could be much longer than that, could be much less than that. Let's go ahead and start fabricating claims. How about on the rock? I feel it would be nice to get nice contiguous borders around here. If we had both the majority of the Westerlands and the Riverlands, I think it would definitely give us a good amount of a buffer up against the Reach here. So let's do that. What do we really want? What's the most valuable province or worth us taking? Duchy of Case. How large is that? Does your Duchy of Case is 3 provinces? That is just part of the Kingdom of the Westlands, Fair Isle. So really, we want to take the Kingdom. Now, we can't take the Kingdom. We can't fabricate claims on the Kingdom, I should say, at this stage of the game. You need the... You need to not be a king, you need to be a duke, and have to take the Become King ambition. We could just fabricate claims on the next most logical duchy, which is probably like here, the Crag, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll just slowly fabricate claims down. Now, we do have a chance to get in the duchy because we have 18, and we need 15 to be able to fabricate that. And in the meantime, we'll wait for that. Let's become immortal. Oh, we need to learn how to make wildfire right now. Okay, let's do that then. Hire an alchemist. Does not have the character modifier, hired an alchemist. Right, we've already hired an alchemist. Who must be in our court somewhere. Yon? Is it you? Oh no, it's got to be this guy. Look at him. You are fire-obsessed, capable, incompetent schemer? Oh, scientist. Learn how to make wildfire. I assume because he's not at court, we can't. So when he gets home, we'll learn wildfire from Lenwood, and then we can hopefully progress up through the ranks. We need to learn how to make... wildfire before we can level up anyway. Okay, we had an attractive daughter. Sure, you will do well in thrift. Ysilla. We had 5 children, okay. I guess we now want 10 children, eh? Oh. We can't have 10 children. We can fall in love, which probably wouldn't hurt. We can expand around by conquest, which might unlock some extra caster spell. I'm not sure. Successfully persuades his vassals to back an invasion of a foreign realm. Might give us a decision in that case. To hold like a King's Moot style event. I'm going to instead go for obtain a dragon egg. If we could become an immortal dragon rider, I think that would be really, really cool. Now, this notification here is telling us we can upgrade our holdings. You can see we've got a lot of holdings to upgrade. Some of which are in Harrenhal, which we don't want to because they'll just collapse because Harrenhal itself isn't rebuilt. Or we've got some in basically Pike and around that. How do we do it? Do we right-click on the... No? Do we right-click on the... No? Convert Kingdom Tier. I don't know what that does. What does that do? It's not the holder's primary title. Oh, do we switch to becoming the king of, say, the Riverlands if we did that on the... Let's just test that out. No, it's not the holder's primary title. Well, it's not. I don't know what that means, but we'll ignore that. Maybe we need 2 Emperor-level titles, and then we can switch between them or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, we want to wait for our alchemist to come back, learn Wildfire, level up. A husband and wife musician couple has arrived from Lease. I would like to gain Charitable, I guess, rather than Intrigue -1. What Charitable would do for us? Drown God Opinion -5. The Drown God members already like us, plus its Diplomacy +3. Holy shit, really? 29 Diplomacy. I'll take that. That's awesome. Thank you. Righteous Imprisonment against Lord Theo the Just. I don't know what he's done wrong. Haven't we got auto-stop plots turned on? We do. Okay, just guys that we don't really care about. We've got... Who's Casper? Lord of Griffin's Roost. Well, let's just release this guy, because he's not... We're not going to be able to get any ransom for him. And again, I want to keep this Lord Paramount in my prison. Lord Paramount Raella Tully. She needs a guardian. Why don't we educate her? Seems a weird choice. Oh, we should probably be educating our son as well, seeing as we're apparently not. We got Ski or Harag. Ski is fertile. Harag is just Tyrell. Right, let's go and educate you then, because you are our best heir right now, which isn't really saying much. You're pretty terrible. Our wife is 36. She is fertile, so we should expect some more children out of her yet. Concubines as well. We're on family focus. I don't really know what else I can do here to try and increase our dynasty. Those special effects seem a bit loud to me. I don't know about you guys. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. I'm not going to go deaf now. Okay, new council position. We need an advisor. Kemet, why don't you like us? Too many high lordships. Oh, we changed to primogeniture, didn't we? I remember. Yeah, what high lordships have we got then? Harrenhal and River Run. Oh, and Pike. Yeah, I can see why that would be an issue. Why don't we give the high lordship of River Run a raid, but actually keep River Run itself? So we give it to who likes me more. 5, 46. Done. You may have River Run. Let's not include lower titles, so we keep River Run proper. We shouldn't have got that event then for firing someone from the council just because we changed some things around here. This guy's got 18 diplomacy, so you'll do. Right, we need to get him back fabricating on the crag, was it? Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Hopefully our vassals will like us a bit more now. We should probably check our vassal bidding, because I don't really do that enough. A lot of our High Lords don't like us. I think that's just because -25 thanks to the succession. Medium Realm Authority. Ambitious. Okay, sure. What about this guy? Succession law change? Sure. And I've gained some opinion with my wife. Right, is that guy back yet? Where is, characters of special interest? Did he die? Oh, he must have died. That's annoying. Let's just double check our court. We're looking for a man in a green robe. Maybe we hired... well, what about her? She's wearing a green robe. I think that's just fashion rather than, you know, alchemy. Okay, we have to hire someone new. When does that expire? Oh my god, 4 years. Well, that's a bit annoying. Okay, well, I guess we'll wait for that. Let's go on reaving. And let's go to Slaver's Bay. Why not? Now, while we're reaving, brace yourself. I heard you like reaving, so I put some reaving in your reaving. What a classic meme. What a great reference. Alright, let's merge these armies. Now, we don't have a Stark concubine, so it probably wouldn't worth hunting down the last of House Stark, wherever they happen to be. They could be anywhere right now. What we want to do is unraid you guys, merge you, put our best commanders on here, Patrick and Gorold. Obviously, we're leading our own raid, our event raid, rather than our traditional raised troops raid. Those guys on there. They're bringing some boats around. Been appointed your regent. Sure. Now, the regency can't do anything from what I recall. Didn't we make them completely abolished? We did. Yeah, good. They can change council members, but besides that, they can't really do much else. Alright, there we go. And why don't we leave these troops around? Just because we've already got 36,000 men. Right, there we go. And where are we going then? Let's go and find a Stark. Search realm. Search all, sorry. Reset. Stark. Now, if there's a Stark that will come to our court, that will make my life a lot easier. We could buy some favors. Why don't we look for that? A married... Oh, we actually want to find Dynasty Stark, not just descendants of House Stark. They might all be dead. Holy shit, they are all dead. Really? Okay, then. Never mind. Wow. Danny Carstark. Wow, what? We can double check this quite easily. We go to Winterfell. Look at the history of the title of Winterfell. House Stark is dead. It's extinct. Okay, well, never mind then. I guess we won't go for any Starks. We don't have a Baratheon. We have a Lannister and a Tyrell. We need a Baratheon then. Luckily, House Baratheon still control the Stormlands. So why don't we head over there, pay them a visit, see if we can find ourselves a Baratheon concubine. Baratheon. Alright, who have we got then? It's all by dynasty. 55. Oh, gosh, they're quite old. Okay, here we go. We've got like a 15-year-old there. Balana Baratheon, somewhere in the north. Terrence Baratheon. What if we say married? No. Gender, women. Are there any we could just invite to our court and take them as a concubine? She's not doing anything. She's not House Baratheon, though. She is, but she's 55. Okay, maybe not. Sure, we'll just head to Storm's End and see what we can dredge up. We could raid the Iron Throne on the way. Has he got treasure? No, because all the treasure from the Iron Throne was taken up to the wall, wasn't it? Beyond the wall. It's 50. There's a lot of Lannisters there. Have I already raided them? Looted. Yeah, I feel like I've raided them not so recently. Okay. To Dawn, then? Right, you are definitely not House Martell. Are there any House Martells left? Let's take a look. Broken Arm, history. Oh, this is the Kingdom of the Broken Arm. Right, okay. Hang on a second. History of Dawn. Martell. Living members 8. Right. Okay, sure. Where are they? And they look like they're all men as well. That could be a problem. Alright. Fuck this. Let's go to Pentos. Let's just go raid the free cities, get some gold. We captured a Tolossi. She's just brilliant steward. Sure. I shall keep her. Why not? We might as well get as many salt wives as we can at this stage, just because we need a decent heir with some decent congenital traits, because we don't really have any yet besides fertile, and that's not great, is it? Just means we can have more kids with fertile in the future. Kenneth Smith, you are not great, so I can't afford you. Sorry. Alright, so you jet down, bring to my camp. Oh, we got some slaves. Okay, fair enough. Thought we already had the maximum level of slave camp, but I guess not. Let's go take a look at that. What have we got right now? Moderate slave labor. We can actually buy them manually, or we can raid for them. So we might as well just raid for them while we're here. Concubines with child already. That was quick. Okay. Won't question that. Let's salt this down. And we got a claim on the crag. Lordship of the crag, that is. Kingspire Tower. Oh, my God. We're getting a lot going for us this episode. Gonna have to dish out some land in a second, though. Our commander is dead. It's a bit annoying. Lister, you're okay. No, actually, let's switch this around properly. Lister, let's also balance it just to make sure got the right commanders on the right units. How much gold are we going to make from this? It seems pretty profitable. The problem is it's killing off all of our troops. So if we come under attack now, we could be in trouble. This is a dangerous siege I'm doing now. We survived it. We're fine. Let's get on the boats and leave. Want to keep some troops around. We had a daughter called Thesa. She's tall. Hoare, Tyrell. You can be trying to thrift as well. And I'll deal with, you know, educators and guardians and things between episodes, just because that's kind of a pain in the ass to do during the episode. There we go. Some gold and some prestige. Not a huge amount. Probably wasn't worth it. Kind of should really set a goal before we do that in the future. Oh, our retinues have been decimated. Right. Let's go ahead and hire ourselves some more golden swords. Have we got retinues elsewhere? Is that all we've got? Oh, right. They just haven't reinforced. That explains a lot. Okay. Sure, give them some plunder, whatever. And we need a diplomat, or that was Hand of the King, wasn't it? And a new marshal. Alright, so we could move them into the Bane Fort. What's the chance of getting another claim in the Crag? It's the same chance of moving it over, so we can take the duchy rather than just those provinces. We had a son called Hake or Haka. Useless. No brilliance. What's happening? Our wife was strong and fertile. I suppose that explains why we're not getting brilliant. I think brilliant is 30% or something like that to inherit. So With the amount of kids we've got, we'd expect to have 1 brilliant so far, but obviously stats aren't on our side this game. Regency for the Iron Islands has ended. We're back. Right. Where's the conversion of Seaguard to Gilded Kraken? Interesting. Let's have a look at the religions map mode a second. Wow, the Gilded Kraken is doing really well. Look at that. It's still mostly Faith of the Seven. We've got some old gods cropping up here and there because of the, obviously, wildling influence. R'hllor is just dominating in Essos. Even a lot of the Dothraki have become R'hllor. Wow. Could be a problem for us. Now, what religion was that there? Oh, they're R'hllor as well. R'hllor has always been a really cool faith because it unlocks a lot of features like, you know, resurrections, being chosen by the gods, things like that. It'd be a really fun playthrough to do a R'hllor playthrough instead. What have we got? Court Jester. What? Do we have titles available? Maybe I just also assigned commanders. That was it. Alright, what can we do? Hire an alchemist. Nope, we can donate to the guild, though, which is definitely something. Hold a summer fair. Why not? Oh, I wanted to hold both, but I guess we'll just hold a feast for now. Spend lavishly on food. We can definitely afford it. Why don't we keep building up while we're sort of in this weird downtime where we're not doing much? Levy size plus 10%, absolutely. Royal Palace, levy size plus 20%, absolutely. And what do we need for that? Castle Town 5. For that, we need large estates, which we can get. Let's take a look at Harrenhal. How is that doing? That was like, we only upgraded it once, right? Yeah, medium pile of debris. That shouldn't take too long. Let's get rid of the Kingspire Tower, because we can't do anything with it at this stage. Just about the domain we need. Word is spread of your success in rebuilding Harrenhal. One of the works inform me that his ancestors built the original castle and King Harren's curse was created by mixing blood into mortar. Right. Your sacrifice of blood will reduce the effects of the curse. Add slave blood as Harren did. Sacrifice my own blood to lift the curse. Right, so I think these all have the same effect then. You'd assume by the tooltip they all have the same effect. We could add Hoare blood to reduce the curse. That sounds pretty cool. 50% chance of maimed and severely wounded. 50% chance of gaining wounded. We could sacrifice a Lord Paramount, or we could add slave blood. I'm going to mix my own blood into it now, just to try and appease, you know, King Harren the First as King Harren the Second. Let's do it. Wounded. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Be perfect for my feast. That's a really cool event. I didn't know that was the case. Now let's take a look at Harrenhal, the actual fortifications on it, because I think it's the best fortress in the game. Fort level plus 12, garrison size plus 50%, prestige to lead plus 1. Wow, okay. Levy size plus 50% as well. When this thing is upgraded, it's going to be upgraded. Like, it's going to be incredibly powerful. Now, I think we can build bits and bobs in it without having to worry about, without worrying about it collapsing. I think it's just if you build it in the towers, because they're ruined, as it says there. So, Former Lord Reader, Othgar, that I cannot come. Why not? Are we... Oh, we're hosting our own feast, aren't we? Yeah, I remember now. Let's host a summer fair as well, just see what events we get. Alright, and do we have a trade master? We do have a trade master, don't we? Yeah. Now, as I recall, we gifted all of the stuff to our last trade master and then she died. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cut here and give her all of the stuff I imagine we inherited back. Yeah, look at this. Alright, I'll fix this a second. And there we go. She now has everything we had. That was a lot, actually. A lot of alcohol, a lot of ivory. Got some gold ingots there as well. Hopefully she'll turn a profit. Now, as I mentioned before, what I'm focusing on now, because we've got way more gold than we're actually spending, and if we need actual gold and profits, flip to the business focus, build brothels. Very straightforward. So what I've done is I've got our trade master here focusing on investing in our provinces, which will hopefully give us a lot of buffs and boons. As we saw from the last time, like, let's say the silver, for example, gave us defense against disease. So hopefully she's going to start... Has she built anything in our provinces? No, nothing yet. Oh, the stone quarry looks like it might be working. Interesting. It used to not work, so that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, she's going to be investing the goods back into the provinces, so we get lots of bonuses rather than just gold. Because I figured, as I said before, I would prefer the bonuses at this point, given the amount of gold we're getting. Now, something worth mentioning is the King on the Iron Throne died. It's now King Grit's Riverblood, who is also a member of the Trade Guild by the looks of it. Do we have any claims on him? Yes, we do. We can actually go ahead and launch full invasion, I assume. So it's been too long since we were elected in a King's Moot. If we can get the Liege Loyalist faction to a strength of 75%... oh, it's quite the opposite. Everybody wants to increase council power. Right, let's send some gifts out. Here you are. Please leave that faction right now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, let's not have any of this. Luckily, our vassal's going to like us a lot, and luckily we've got enough gold to be able to do this. There we go. Right. That should hopefully get rid of this dangerous faction modifier. What about this guy? What's wrong with you? Why don't you like it so much? Because of the succession law change. We've got to wait another 30 years almost before that's gone. So can we do something to sort of appease him a little bit? Send him some gemstones? Yeah, why not? Because unfortunately this guy we can't really do much with. There we go, right. High Admiral Jon will do. He's got great martial, and our Hand of the King is this. Oh no, this is our diplomat. Sure, our sister. She's a loyalist. She's got she's brilliant, grey eminence. Yep, you're hired. Right. How's that faction looking now? Funnily enough, still a lot of them, actually. Oh, there we go. Some of them have flipped over to Crown Loyalists. Fortunately, it needs all of our vassals who are able to be in that faction. That's the downside. So, this isn't bad. How far off are we? Is there a modifier that shows you how many vassals you've got? We've actually got a lot of claims already on those guys. Bloody Vengeance. Oh, I forgot we're in a blood feud with House Tyrell. Of course, yeah. We could launch Bloody Vengeance against them. What will that do? Is this cast a spell to take their vengeance? All Tullys shall be taken prisoner. Yes, I'm in. Hacker voice. I wonder how far. What do we need for that? It's just oh, all Drangor vassals who are capable, adult, and unimprisoned are in it. Ah, now that is difficult. That's what we've got a lot of vassals. Now I'm assuming it's just count level and above, so counts and dukes. That's going to be almost impossible. Wow. So really, you're only supposed to. I don't know why they didn't just make it so you can only launch one invasion. Weird. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's launch a bloody feud on Lady Paramount Rhaella, this 13-year-old girl. Let's go Bloody Vengeance. What do we need? We must hold some sort of claim on her lands due to being more than twice as powerful as her. Oh, I haven't already targeted her, though, so we still hold that. But we do have claims on our lands. We have a claim right there. In fact, we have a lot of claims we can push for other people. Okay. Why don't we try and claim something a bit more valuable, then? So we can, for House Iron Eagle here, claim the Twins. Twins, of course, being one of the best castles in Westeros. We can... Sort of our biggest claim we've got here. Probably the de jure claim on Flint's Finger isn't a bad shout. Oh, but that's miles away, isn't it? Isn't this Flint's Finger? Oh, it's Middle Point. Oh, no, wait, this is Flint's Finger. Yeah, I remember. No, we don't want that. Sort of debating what our best war target is going to be here. Claim the Crag. Slave Raid. Chittering Brook for one of our vassals. Might just be a case of launching multiple invasions on behalf of our vassals. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Invasion of Cracklaw. Again, we can't launch an invasion war yet. That's a bit annoying. Okay, well, we'll just keep fabricating claims on different parts of the Westlands. Ideally, I'd like as many claims as possible with one character. We'll see how it goes. Right, can we hire another alchemist yet? I think we still have to wait another couple of years, don't we? That was sort of what I wanted to do this episode, so it's a bit annoying that the alchemist we hired was never in court and then died, but we won't worry about that too much. Lord Jojen of the North Frostfangs wants 125 gold. Why don't you ask someone who actually cares? Can get the trait Kind. Probably not bad. We'll increase our vassal opinion somewhat. Let's do that. King of the Iron Throne, in the name of the Father, I, Grits of House Riverblood, the first of my name, promise, pledge, and guarantee in the sight of the Seven. He's beyond the wall, old god, so I'm not sure why he did that. Okay. What else can we do then? Just holding feasts and things like that. Well, let's untick those for now. We've already done those recently enough to not bother about that again. Why don't we sell the warehouse, seeing as we're not going to use it? Sorry, was that 1,000 gold? Huh. Alright then. Why don't we skip forward to when we can actually hire an alchemist and progress with our ultimate goal of becoming immortal. In the meantime, I'm going to educate all the kids. Okay, finally. Let's hire an alchemist. Luckily that wasn't too long, only about a year or so. I had to do some raiding in the meantime, which is why the Trident are hostile to us, because we've been at peace for too long. Let's hire this alchemist, and let's actually learn the secrets of wildfire. Right, where is he? Court. And probably near the bottom, or probably near the top. Quite the opposite. Excuse me? Did I have to wait for him to get here? Wait. Maester Galadon has arrived in my court? Did no one turn up, or am I going crazy right now? Hang on. It's all by rank. Scroll to the bottom. Galadon? Who was here to teach me about wildfire? We've got 2 maesters. Why have we got 2 maesters? We've got 3 maesters. What the fuck? Okay, we won't worry about that. Who was here to teach me about wildfire? Am I going to have to play the clip back? What just happened? Oh, what about this guy? No? I was going to say, he looked different to everyone else, so maybe he's come from far to teach us about wildfire, but nope, apparently not. Am I going crazy? I think I must be. Let's go ahead and search Realm for... The last one I'm fire obsessed, so... Search Realm. Fire. Reset all. There's no one. Okay, you all thought I was crazy, but I watched the video back, and it was a man called Urathon, and I've searched in my court for a man called Urathon, and I've used the character finder to find a character called Urathon, and there is nobody. I don't know whether we're just getting extremely lucky and he turned up and immediately died, maybe fell off the boat on his way here or something, but yeah, that's really fucked things up, seeing as I really wanted to progress through this society today. We've got 2015 esoteric knowledge, and we can't progress because we don't have to make wildfire. Ah, right. What do we look through the members of the guild? It was a man called Urathon, I know that much. Look, there isn't even anyone in this guild called Urathon. You're a liar. You just took my money and ran. Okay, well, I'm going to remove that character modifier so we can hire someone again. And hopefully this time, it'll work. Hire an alchemist. The Guild of Alchemists. Gran, my courtier. Gran, teach me wildfire. I need to be... 91% chance, come on. Please. Acolyte Gran, spent many days... Spent many days? Sure. Demonstrating the proper procedure for the manufacture and handling of the substance. He made sure I understood the volatility and the danger of it. Successfully taught me how to handle the safety. I can now manipulate wildfire. Thank you, Acolyte Gran. Sorry, time is of the essence a bit, because I don't want to die. I'd like to be immortal. We lost straight wounded, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's rank up. What can we do now? We can create fate valuables. Awesome. So this is what we're going to use to try and bribe our vassals into the Liege Loyalist faction. Let's do it. We've got more than enough esoteric knowledge. Gemstones? Gemstones. We really like gemstones. Add them to the treasury. Right. Now, how much esoteric knowledge do we need to rank up? 1,000. So as long as we keep over 1,000 to get to the rank of wisdom and obtain rare powers, then after that, of course, the elixir beyond that. We might want to stockpile it, but of course, in another, however many years' time, 3 years, is it? Yeah, 3 years' time. How old are we going to be? 47? We could be well into our 60s before we discover immortality, if at all. So, risky. Very risky. Okay, well, at least we're part of the damn Alchemist Guild. Now, we can use wildfire as well, which is pretty nice. Skeet is learning the art of swordsmanship. Willful? You might end up being a good martial character. Why can't I force you to train? Oh, he's still too young. He's only 7. Right, what we'll do is we'll also get our martial training at our children as well. You can oversee the realm. How's everything else looking? Building a spy network in Grey Shield? Why in Grey Shield? Not sure. Now, another thing we can do to get our vassals on side is actually put more powerful vassals on the council, because right now we've got 1 duke and that's it. So, Lord Steward, we actually have Harl or Lodos would be better. Let's put even Hoare actually wouldn't be too bad. Stewardship is his best trait, so we'll put Hoare on the council, taking him up to 99. What about Captain of the Fleet? We'll put Lodos on the council, taking him up to 100. Our Master of Laws, we will put, what about Manfred? Again, I'd like to be fabricating claims, but this guy might just be able to succeed. What, 10% chance probably? Yeah, 10% chance yearly. Master of Coin, we will put Harl, Lord Reaver. This is a good-looking council. They've actually got really, really good skills as well. Now, a lot of times you put dukes on your council just for the shits and giggles. Well, I've got 3 maesters. Never understand that. Okay, you can oversee the realm. That's good. Now, how's our Liege Loyalist faction looking? Crown Loyalists. Look at this. Even with 12,000 men, they're only 24% of the Liege. So we've never got to worry about a major rebellion, seeing as we can crush them very, very easily. Still not enough for an invasion, eh? Still not enough for an invasion. We actually don't even have a Casus Belli anymore to declare an invasion. Why is that? Are they at war or something already? We should at least have the Casus Belli, even if we can't use it. We should be able to see it. Now, they've got the Lannister crown. That's cooler looking than my flower crown. Now, we want the Driftwood crown back, don't we? Let's go and have a look for it, see who's actually got it. Driftwood. Driftwoof. The Chiefess of Moat Cailin has it, because of course she would. Of course she would have that. Oh, she's got all the valuable crowns. Crown of Winter, the Falcon Crown, the Durandon Crown, all the Targaryen crowns. I guess we're going to Moat Cailin. Now, Moat Cailin is here, so they do have a sea access. We'll raise our own men and our own fleets just for this one. It's going to be a quick raid at most. Okay, is that going to be enough boats? No, absolutely not. Alright. Vassals, I need your boats. Thank you. If you guys just want to move over here, that should be enough then. Yep, just about. Make them raiders. We'll... Are we not leading troops? Why not? We'll lead the troops. Quest for the Driftwood Crown is on. Right. Men. Wait, please. Men, arm your boats. Arm your boats. Arm yourselves. Maybe you do arm boats. We had a son called Ale. Ale Hoare. Also, pretty shit awful. God damn it. All of our children are coming out really, really bad, and I'm not sure why. Right, those boats are off. Why don't we just go ahead and disband everything else? Alright, and we'll get rid of those men. Oh, did I just bend my retinue? You fool. What a stupid thing to do. Well, luckily we've got the gold to be able to rebuild it fairly easily, so it's not all bad. Okay, there we go. Fresh golden swords there. Still got 2,000 gold left. How much are we making with a fully reinforced retinue as well? Ah, awesome. Looking for the Bane Fort. Well, we can now push for that, and we could just create the duchy ourselves. Not ideal, but it does mean we get both provinces because we can press all claims. We don't have to worry about sieging the top-level holdings or taking a duchy level title and having, like, Westerlander vassals or anything like that. That was probably, in hindsight, a blessing in disguise. Alright. Moat Cailin. Hi, friends. I'm here for my crown and preferably anything else you want to give me at this stage. Now, Moat Cailin is pretty fortified. Fort level of 12. Moat Cailin itself gets a +7 just for being Moat Cailin. I'll write to you with shocking news. Lord Reaver Rex Whitesmith tried to have me assassinated just to make sure I wouldn't discover his plot. Keep this information to myself. Lord Heir II, Helen Lannister, has been kept in captivity long enough. I demand you set free, or you will face my wrath. This is my salt wife and his sister. I shall not be threatened by that deceitful prude. What's he going to do? Declare war on me? Old King Heir had thousands of slaves chained and working under whip. I have prisoners and slaves that can be put to work in just such a fashion. I will not myself in that. Sorry. I will not myself in that. Your action slows down restoration. Oh, probably because we're kind. Yeah, and the old King Heir the First of House Hoare was a bit of a shit. Although, we could buy some more slaves now that I think about it. We don't actually have a maxed out slaves. Oh, we're kind, so I don't think we're even allowed to have slaves. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. If I'd have known becoming kind would have, legal slavery. Yoink. If I'd have known becoming kind would have done that, then it would have been something different. Right. Meet with the slaver, most profitable investment. Now, we want to do that as much as possible to get the biggest amount of slaves in our capital. Look at that, silk shipment. Monthly prestige, economy tech. Oh, the economy tech's a bit pointless, but besides that, pretty good. Incense shipment. Yeah, I'm really, really glad we had ivory shipment. Wow, we've got a lot going on here. Moderate slave labor, so we need a slave economy, don't we? It's going to make our build time and build cost much, much cheaper. Oh, that we've actually already maxed it out, have we? Moderate slave labor, 30%. No, that's not right. Maybe there's just no one else to sell them. How strange. Okay, well, let's not worry about that then. I can always take slaves from Moat Cailin when eventually we siege it down, which won't be too long now. We're taking a lot of damage to attrition here. My liege, I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions. We'll obligate Lord Reaver Hall. And he is discouraged now from joining factions that are working against us. Crown Loyalist is looking nice. Deponed was King Heir II. What have I done to you, Lady Cersei Lolliston? You are a riverman. Which is probably why you don't like me. We'll incite it to revolt and revoke her titles. Just because that way we can give it to a loyal Gilded Kraken, Gilded Reaver. Oh, what did we take there? Shit. I meant to click the other one and I missed. What did we get? What did we get? A bag of meat. She has all those crowns and you stole some bacon. Well, we might as well hang around for the slaves, I guess. Now, I don't know why we can't get the highest level of slave economy. Again, maybe there's just no one selling any. Oh, shit. Erpin. The Cregonoman. Cranagman? Oh, right. Because they live in Cranags, don't they? They're like weird floating castles. I see. Right, okay. 60 personal combat versus ours, which is probably like 180. What are we, 175? Yep. One mistake is all we'll get. Quickly avoided, and he's dead. This is a good duel. Much better duel system than Geheimnis Act. Not that I'm salty. Okay, well, next episode, we're going after that Driftwood Crown. This is the plan for next episode. Immortality Driftwood Crown. Let's get those flowers off our head, and let's become immortal. Hopefully, we'll rebuild Harrenhal, because we've already started trying to get the Dragon Egg as well. We've really laid a lot of foundation this episode, especially with the rebuilding, the slaves, everything like that. I'll see you next time.